Welcome to InfoHub. In our headlines, Region 10 critical to local and regional agricultural development and diversification. National HPV Vaccine Campaign launched in Bartica. Guyana hosts Indoor Pan American Cup 2017 for the first time. And Hindus at Bartica are sharing Deepavali with motorcade. Stay tuned for the details of these and more. Daddy! And now for the details. Region 10 is being touted as vital to agricultural development and diversification of Guyana and the Caribbean. This was expressed recently by President David Granger. Paul McAdam tells us more.
The head of state said that the Caribbean's food import bill is in excess of $4 billion United States dollars. He encouraged Londoners to not only produce for themselves, but also to capitalize on available Caribbean markets.
Much of that food could be produced in Guyana, and it is for places like Region 10 to take a step forward to increase its food production to get a bite of that big food import bill.
In addition, President Granger underscored the entitlement to food as a basic human right and his administration's aim to achieve zero hunger locally by the year 2030.
Every Guyanese has a right to food. And we recognized that from the start when we became a republic 47 years ago. And that is why I brought along that coin, 47 years old. Not quite as old as me, but it showed that we were thinking about food security from the time we became a republic. Food for all.
World Food Day 2017 was observed at the Bayrock Ground in Linden on October 16th. The theme for this year's observance is Change the Future of Migration, Invest in Food Security and Rural Development. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
Efforts to boost agricultural production in the Upper Demerara Berbice region are on stream as Agriculture Month activities continue nationwide. Details from Tiffany Rojas.
Minister of Agriculture Noel Holder said the region's transformation lies in agriculture and government will continue to support the sector's growth and development.
Our work in Region 10 remains significant. In the areas of drainage and irrigation, the village of West Patuca will soon benefit from the construction of hydraulic structures to complement the already existing works, which have seen 78,243 meters of channels cleared by 35 community development councils. To ensure agricultural productivity is not lost, one long boom and 2 mini excavators were deployed to clear channels in residential and agricultural areas.
Meanwhile, several agricultural agencies continue to aid farmers in the areas of crop and livestock production and marketing.
The Livestock Development Authority has been playing a major role in the resuscitation of the livestock production base in Region 10. The Guyana Marketing Corporation has been pushing for the incorporation of value-added production in the mining town.
In its agri-diversification program, the ministry is pursuing development of the hinterland regions for the introduction of new crops and livestock. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rojas.
Minister of Communities Ronald Bulkan calls for stronger integration of Caribbean Water and Wastewater Association member states to better address the region's water management. More from Renetta LaFleur.
At the opening of the 26th CWWA meeting on October 16, Minister Bulkan reiterated that countries must unite to fight the threat of climate change to populations that inhabit coastal areas and small island states.
Our countries must tackle the problem frontally and collectively. The problem is too large for individual responses. Our role is self-evident. Scientists, technicians, policymakers, and politicians in the related fields of water governance and waste management are central to the goals of winning this fight.
CEO of GWI, Dr. Richard Van West-Charles, noted that the conference is being convened on the heels of devastation caused by recent hurricanes. The event, he opined, should therefore highlight the need for more decisive action and strategic direction for climate change and water security.
As we grapple to respond to the effects of these hurricanes, the question therefore is, has there been the required focus over the last 9 years? And could these results, which we witnessed today, could have been mitigated? May I humbly suggest that these issues remain a major concern and a critical agenda item for action by the High-Level Ministerial Forum of 2017.
Meanwhile, President of CWWA Alphonsus Daniel, in his welcoming remarks, applauded member states for assisting affected hurricane countries.
The responses by our members of the sector to reach out with engineering skills to assist SIDEMA in rapid assessments of the affected water infrastructure was tremendous.
The 5-day 26th CWWA Annual Conference and Exhibition is being held at the Marriott Hotel under the theme Promoting Innovation and Creativity in Water, Wastewater and Waste Management. Renetta LaFleur for InfoHub.
9-year-old Shanetta Jeffrey of Agatage Primary School was the first to receive the HPV vaccine as the Ministry of Public Health launched its vaccination campaign at Bartica. The official program in Bartica saw the participation of children from several schools in the town and surrounding Region 7 communities. Minister within the Ministry of Public Health, Dr. Karen Cummings, administered the first vaccine to 9-year-old Shanetta Jeffrey.
Hi, my name is Shanetta. I'm from Agatage. I just received the HPV vaccine.
At the ceremony held at the Bartica Community Center ground, there were presentations from regional officials, the Ministries of Education and Health, the PAHO, WHO, and UNICEF. In brief remarks, Dr. Cummings noted that girls between the age of 9 and 16 will be the focus of the vaccination campaign.
During this countrywide launch of the HPV vaccine, the Ministry of Public Health will be targeting girls 9 to 16 years as recommended by the Technical Advisory Group on the vaccination, in addition to 9 to 13. The goal is to achieve a minimum of 90% coverage of the target population. It is imperative to emphasize that the HPV vaccine does not replace screening for cervical cancer during the campaign. The adolescents should also be educated on safe sexual practices and other risk factors for cervical cancer.
Meanwhile, United Nations Children's Fund representative Sylvie Fouet advised that young girls be administered 2 vaccine doses, which will take effect in about 10 to 20 years.
What the vaccine is, it actually gives 2 types of virus, because we have more than 100 types of virus that are causing 70% of the case cancer. So that will be an immunization for the girls to actually fight when the cancer is entering the body. They will be immune and prepared to fight.
The program, being hosted under the purview of the Maternal and Child Health Department of the Public Health Ministry, is crucial in the fight to eradicate cervical cancer. Dubbed as the largest since its 2002 inception, the 7th Indoor Pan American Cup Tournament 2017 was declared open on Monday by Minister with Responsibility for Sport, Dr. George Norton. InfoHub's Crystal Stull was at the Cliff Anderson Sports Complex, where the tournament is being held, and filed this report.
This is the first time Guyana is hosting the tournament, and also the first it will be represented in the women's category. The competition will see teams from Guyana, the Caribbean, Central, North and South America participating. Minister Norton described the event as a stepping stone for bigger things in the future.
The Indoor Pan American Cup can be seen as a launching pad for promoting Guyana as a top regional host for indoor hockey, thereby boosting our sports tourism. This definitely augurs well for the country.
Dr. Norton said his ministry views hockey not only as a team-building sport, but as a vehicle for fostering social cohesion.
The Ministry of Social Cohesion, under which sports now falls, views hockey as a very important sport in Guyana, one which has great potential. Hockey not only promotes physical activity and healthy competition, but also allows for the development of interpersonal relationships and team building.
Pan American Hockey Federation representative Derek Sanderson noted the improvement in the local teams and their prospects for the future.
And over the last few years, Guyana has improved their outdoor ranking, both in terms of the men and the women and participation. And now they're a big part of what we see in the future of hockey in PAF.
IPAC serves as the Pan-American Continental Qualifier for the International Hockey Federation's Indoor Hockey World Cups, scheduled for February 2018 in Berlin, Germany. Crystal Stahl for InfoHub.
InfoHub's Stacey Carmichael sat down with President of the Guyana Hindu Dharmic Sabha to explore the evolution of the motorcade tradition.
Diwali is the Hindu festival of lights, and in Guyana it is featured with a grand motorcade that for 42 years has brought together Guyanese of all walks of life and denominations. The late Pandit Ripu Daman Prasad had this vision, and from a humble beginning, the motorcade tradition has evolved into a truly magnificent family event. Speaking with InfoHub, President of the Hindu Dharmic Sabha, Dr. Vindhya Prasad expressed the belief that the motorcade has exceeded the expectations of many, even that of her father.
I would like to think that the Diwali motorcades constitute one of the biggest events in this country, because thousands of people, not only here in Georgetown, but across the country, look at the motorcades.
She explained the evolution of the motorcade, which shows a growth in design, greater youth participation, and growing commitment.
I have seen the growth in the designs of the motorcade. You wanted me to talk about it. I've seen the growth. From simple fairy lights strapped on, people are creating complex steel structures. The lights are now advanced, and there are different types of lights people are using. From putting a picture on a car top and just covering it with fairy lights, you have young people now attired beautifully, depicting our various scriptures, the aspects relating to Mahalakshmi, Diwali.
The Dharmic Sabha's president promises a packed and exciting program at the LBI Community Center ground, where the motorcade culminates with performances by local and international artists, including participants from the local talent show, Emerging Voices. The event will also be featured on ZTV out of India, which is collaborating with the local organizers to showcase this spectacular event to world viewers. Dr. Prasad is encouraging all Guyanese to use the significance of the festival as a guide for their own lives and to let the light within them shine.
At this time, encourage people to find light within themselves, light of divinity, and share it with all whom they come into contact with. And also to look at light as spiritual enlightenment and upliftment, and also knowledge.
Diwali is celebrated on the darkest night of the darkest period. Diwali celebrates Lord Rama's glorious and long-awaited return to his kingdom after his 14 years of exile in the forest. Diwali is also associated with the story of the fall of Bali, a demon king who was defeated by Lord Vishnu. Diyas are lit to signify this meaning of lighting the path of the journey through life. Special dishes and sweetmeats are shared among family and friends during this time. For InfoHub, Stacey Carmichael.
And in our final report, we learned that Barticians of all denominations lined the streets on Sunday night to get a glimpse of the Diwali motorcade organized by the local Hindu community. The brightly lit vehicles carried representations of Hanuman and the goddess Lakshmi. Pandit Munish Danraj said Diwali is the perfect occasion to foster social cohesion and unity in Guyana.
Diwali is a very special occasion for us. It's the worshipping of the Divine Mother, Mahalakshmi Mata. It's a time for me to give thanks and praise to her for helping and showering her blessings on us for the past years. And it is very, very important for me tonight at Bartica to celebrate Diwali in such a grand fashion.
Region 7 Social Cohesion Officer Elizabeth Munsami, speaking to InfoHub, noted that the annual motorcade brings the people of Bartica together, like all the other celebrations, despite of their religion.
We have diverse population. We have Christians, we have Hindus, we have Muslims, we have others of other faiths. We have always come together to celebrate each other's holiday. All the time we have looked out for one another. And these celebrations, if you look behind me in the crowd, you see there's a diverse crowd. You don't only see Hindus, but you see all the members of the community here. And that's because we have used our celebrations to bring us together. We understand that even though we may have different beliefs, we respect one another for those beliefs. But as Guyanese, these celebrations are also ours.
As the motorcade culminated, persons enjoyed several sweetmeats and witnessed a religious ceremony. Diwali, the Festival of Lights, will be celebrated nationally on Wednesday, October 18. Thanks for watching. Remember to connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Have a happy Diwali 2017.